Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining this afternoon's installment of Oculus webinars. Today, we're hosting one for all the Oculus enablement products that are now available on the dashboard. So we're looking forward to sharing with you all that you have at your disposal with the dashboard. Let me give you a quick agenda of what we'd like to cover today. And then we can definitely do a quick enablement session in terms of how we can get these into best practices within your workflow. So for today's agenda, here's what we'd like to cover. Just a quick introduction into the customer success team, a quick recap on the analytics cash flow, which is available on the dashboard, do a quick recap on the Detect upcoming product releases, and then go into a live demo of both the cash flow analytics as well as the Detect fraud capabilities that we have. And then we can do a quick question and answer session. So this is the customer success team. My name is Erica Ramirez, and I'm a customer success manager here at Oculus. Then we also have my colleague Cameron Evans, a senior customer success associate. So let me give you a quick rundown of what we have in terms of analytics. Oculus now has cash flow analytics, which are being available within the dashboard. And also, should you go into the API integration, they will be comparable. So the benefits of having the cash flow analytics is giving the ability to provide quicker lending decisions and also help lenders manage risk effectively. You'll be able to see some great transaction information and also some account summary information on cash flow analytics. It'll also give you some streamlined benefits in terms of your workflow. So you'll be able to leverage this again, both in the dashboard and the API integration. Now, what do we have for Detect? Detect, the Oculus Q2 roadmap. We've made great progress in terms of upgrades on the fraud capability that we offer. Going forward, we're going to be having the ability to support JPEGs and PNG images. We'll also be able to see any copy and paste instances, so we'll detect certain fields within the documents. We'll also have the ability to compare any submitted bank statements against good known bank institution templates. In addition, signal and fraud outcome feedbacks in the dashboard. We'll also have the ability to support instant and initial fraud scoring. So great features to be available for Detect later down in the Q2 roadmap. So now we'll go into a quick demo of the cash flow analytics. Great, so what do we have here? We have the dashboard, and within the dashboard, again, we've made some great progress in terms of the analytics that are now offered, which are cash flow analytics. Here on the left-hand side, you'll be able to see some account summary information. You'll be able to see the beginning and ending dates of the certain account periods. And then you'll also be able to see some great information such as average daily balance, average transaction size, negative days of balance, max deposit, and max withdrawals. In addition, we have made some improvements on our visuals. You will now have the ability to see visualizations of cash flows at a glance. You'll be able to see some debt ratio, total loan payments, total income, total expenses, and total loan proceeds, as well as total NSF count at a high level. You also have the ability to see balance history throughout the statement periods and be able to see where there's instances of fluctuation within the statement periods. You're able to see this on a daily, weekly, and monthly view. And you also have the opportunity to export it, whether it be in a PNG or CSV file. Another great visualization that we now offer is bar graphs in terms of income and expenses. Again, within each statement period, you'll be able to see all the different incomes and expenses. You'll be able to see it on a monthly, weekly, and daily view, as well as export it in the different formats of a PNG or CSV. Summary by transaction tags. So within the specific algorithms that we offer for our analytics, we now have different tags that pertain to those algorithms. Coming soon down the pipeline in Q2, we'll have the opportunity to do some custom tagging, which I'll show you within the transactions view. But once you have designated tags for the transactions, you'll be able to filter through them, and also view them on a monthly, weekly, or daily view, and export it on a PNG format or CSV format. Now moving on to the transactions view. As you'll see, the transaction view has a different visualization as well. We are now getting the ability to dive deeper into the transactions. So now we are able to do different types of filtering. For example, we're able to do filtering on a specific term, by dates, and by tags. Once we have the customized tags that you are able to create, you'll be able to filter through those here. But for now, these are the ones that pertain to the algorithms for our cash flow analytics. In addition, you'll be able to do some filtering within the transaction view. You'll be able to filter if you tag certain transactions, dates, different types of accounts. So if you had a savings account here, you'll be able to toggle back and forth. You can filter by amounts. And then also you are able to toggle here to see which transactions were included in income. So once you see the transactions that have been included in income, if you wanted to make a manual adjustment, you can do so by toggling this widget here to the gray area. And once it's gray, that means it has been excluded. And if you wanted to include it, you can do so here as well. As you can see, here it's grayed out. If you wanted to include it, toggle to the right and it'll be included. In addition, you'll be able to see how the transactions were tagged based on our cash flow analytics. Again, if we had when we have the customized tags, you'll be able to tag, filter through the different tags that you have customized. We also have the ability to do some different types of commenting on the transaction. So once you click on a transaction, you can see the different details of the transactions, where it's featured within the bank statement. As well, if you wanted to provide a quick comment, you can do so by double clicking on the transaction and put a comment. We also have the ability to do mass updates. So if you had different types of transactions for which you wanted to do an include to revenue, you can do so by clicking on all the transactions and include them in revenue. Or if you wanted to do any mass updates for tags, you can do so here. Click on the specific transactions, click on the tag that you'd like. So this would work great for those customized tags that are coming. If you created a customized tag, you would search for the customized tag, click on it, and then add a tag and do a mass update for all those transactions. Now, if you wanted to export all this great information, you could do so within different views. You can do so here on the top right-hand corner, and you can export within the lender analytics. And you can do so here as well within the financial analysis section. Click on summary and generate lender analytics. Now I'm going to stop and pause and pass it on to my colleague, Cameron.
Great. Thank you so much, Erica, for that rundown of analytics. And I'm going to jump in now to the new or the current view of our detect signals so we can look over those as well. So as Erica was mentioning, and for those who don't know, detect is the name for our fraud detection product here at Ocrolus, which runs completely on a machine learning algorithm. So once your documents go through our OCR, human in the loop review, and are verified, they then run through our detect algorithms in a matter of seconds. And from there, we're able to pick up on certain changes if there have been any metadata alterations or if there are any algorithmic discrepancies. Anything that looks as if it has been altered since the document was originally created, that is where detect is going to be huge for you and your fraud teams to let you know about potential signals for you to investigate on your end through the dashboard, which is what I will show you now and is a big value add of the product, is to be able to view all of these signals within the dashboard to be able to make the ultimate decision yourselves on if you're going forward with the loan or not based on these signals. So once a document is verified, and if there is a detect signal, you will either get an email or a webhook, depending on your level of integration, letting you know that signals have been raised. Once you click into a book, we can see a few things here. One, on the left side, we can see that there were 172 detect signals in this entire book. So of all these documents uploaded, these were at a book level, the different fraud signals that were raised, whether it's editing software detected, certain account numbers edited, so on and so forth. Here, once we're looking at the raw uploads that were submitted to the book as well, anything with a red flag, in this case, they all have red flags, is showing you that those specific documents have detect signals. And the way that you can kind of investigate this a bit further, you or your fraud teams, is to click in to these view details if there is signals present. And this will now show you at the document level. So on the far right, we are now seeing in this specific document compared to the book level, there were 27 signals, detect signals raised in this document. We can click down and see immediately at a high level, editing software was detected on pages 1, 3, and 4. So right away, you're able to see at a high level, where these signals have occurred. But also there's a lot of interactivity within the dashboard in terms of hovering over specific highlighted areas as well. So if I highlight initially over the account name here, I can see that the account holder's name does contain text that we've noted to be tampered with in some format. Same if I go down to the ending balance, it's letting me know that this raises signal as well. And we don't want to spend too much time on this because it is an interactive tool, and we'd love for you to kind of utilize it yourselves within the dashboard. But as you click around and kind of hover over some of these visuals, we're going to be showing you where those metadata and tampered places on the document were highlighted, and allow you to go in and kind of view those signals at a closer look. Moving to the second page, this is one that we recently rolled out in Q1, is clicking over. We now look at misaligned text. So we overlay where we expect the text to populate. And if there are any minute metadata, if something's off by a pixel that's hard to see with the human eye, we're able to pick that up within the detect system and let you know if things aren't lined up properly, if something might have been copy and pasted, all for you just to be aware of that. So you can go in, take a second look, and know that there have been signals raised that you might need to take additional time to look at. Moving into a different document, one other interesting and important visualization that we have here is in this example, clicking over recovered document. So it's a little hard to see with the screen share, but as I zoom in, this is the document that Ocrolus received. And through the metadata, Ocrolus was able to piece together the recovered original document. So these documents leave an imprint if they have been altered. And often we are able to piece back the document to its original form and allow you to compare side by side from what was received to what was originally created, if there have been any discrepancies. So as Erica was mentioning, when we were going through the slides, there's a few more, or quite a bit more different features on our product roadmap in terms of being able to add more visualizations here, comparing bank statements that are received to known good bank statement templates, fraud scoring, things like that. So a lot of great features coming up that we're excited to share with you in the coming weeks. This was the general rundown of Detect. If you do ever have any questions in terms of anything we've talked about, but specifically with Detect as well, if you think there might be a false signal or something that you're not sure about, always feel free to reach out to our support team at support@ocrolus.com. And we work very directly and closely with our product team and our fraud analysis team to investigate those examples as well. So I will stop sharing my screen now. I don't see that we have any questions, but if you do, we love questions here at Ocrolus. Feel free to reach out either to the support email, which I mentioned before, support@ocrolus.com, reach out to your account contact. Definitely let us know if you have any questions at all, and we'll be happy to assist. We'll also be sharing this recording in the next few days once we have it posted to our help site on our Awkwardlist website for you to view as well and use as material for you and your team. And as a reminder, we'll continue to host these weekly product webinars throughout the quarter in the summer. So be on the lookout for more invitations as well. And as always, reach out to your account contact or the support team if you do have any questions. We appreciate you taking the time to be here with us today and listen to this this presentation. And thank you so much. Hope everyone has a good rest of their day.